Hello everyone, Nivedita is here by taking a new video on the topic ligation of DNA fragment. See, this is a topic for the students of class 12th biology, okay, and the topic is from the chapter number 11 biotechnology, okay. So, the topic I have given the name as ligation of DNA fragment, but not only this ligation, but also the transfer of rDNA, okay, into the host. Till that we will study step by step. Okay, so begin with, if see, I'll just link all these things. We started from the gel electrophoresis. Okay, gel electrophoresis, all the DNA segments, they are separated. Okay, fine. Then what happened? The segment we got, the DNA segment, and after that we implemented the technique amplification, that is PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Okay, and after that the desired DNA is copied into the millions of copies, right? Now after that, that is continued as from this slide. Okay, there is a need of selection of suitable cloning vector, because we have to transfer it to the host. So to the host, how it will reach, we have so many technologies, so we need a vector. Okay, later on we will also study the vectorless techniques, but if we prefer the vector, then what is that? So we need to select a suitable cloning vector. Already we have gone through which vector is the good one, properties we have just studied in the previous video. Okay, so a cloning vector is self-replicating DNA molecule, means that vector is able to replicate itself. Okay, so in that vector we will join or ligate the desired DNA. So that DNA will be inserted. Okay, so what will happen, and then what happens? The suitable cloning vector is selected in the next step, and means this will go on when we means along with the vector, this will also be copied. So most commonly used vectors are plasmids and bacteriophages. Okay, plasmids you know very well. The in the bacterial cell this is found, and bacteriophages are the viruses which attack on the bacteria. So these are used as generally these vectors are used. These are the common vectors. Okay, so in that it is inserted. It means DNA segment is inserted. Then now introduction of DNA insert into vector to form rDNA. Now what happened? That is, this is the same. This is means expanded. The same thing is expanded. Okay. Okay. With the help of enzyme ligase, that is joined. Okay. Now the term is the next step is transfer of that desired DNA into the host cell. Okay, that will be our uh, last target, right? So how it is done? So suitable host cells are selected, and this is recombinant molecule so formed, means what we have prepared, that is introduced into the host cells. Okay, and this process of entry of recombinant DNA into the host cell is called transformation. Okay, so usually selected hosts are bacterial cells like E. coli, which is the commonest host cell. Okay, however, yeast, other fungi may also be utilized. Okay, right? So now we will discuss the host. Means if the host is going to take the recombinant DNA, so how it will be made competent? Competent word means how it will be ready. कैसे ये इसको बनाया जाएगा, इसमें क्या changes लाएंगे so that it will take up the that rDNA, right? So in rDNA technology, the most common method to introduce recombinant DNA into the living cell is transformation. Okay, and what is done? What means how can we make the cell competent? So many ways are there. So begin with the first one first. Okay, simple chemical treatment. Okay, simple chemical treatment can be given to the host cell. And how it is given, there is a proper concentration of calcium ions that is given. Okay, so what happens, the efficiency of the host cell that increases for what, to take up the rDNA, um, rDNA, recombinant DNA. Okay, so to take up the DNA, this increases. But how, what happens due to the treatment of cell with the calcium ions? Actually what happens, this makes the cell wall more porous. Okay, so that it can take up, right? Now this is the one way, chemical treatment. We can give the heading as chemical treatment. Okay, the cell is treated with the calcium ions, right? Now what more we have? Second option we have, our recombinant DNA can also be transformed into the host cell by incubating both on ice and followed by placing them briefly at 42 degrees centigrade. Okay, heat shocks. Heat heat shocks can be given. Heat shocks means first very chilled treatment and then the high temperature. So this way also, okay, means temperature fluctuation you can say. So this is also the way, and then means in the chilled, then in the high temperature, then back to the ice. So this also is the way, means this way also we can make the cell competent to take up the DNA. So this is the second way. Now this is micro injections and biolistics. These two you should keep in mind separately, because these two are vectorless techniques. Okay, these are vectorless techniques, means we do not require any vector and directly we can enter the recombinant DNA into the host cell. So this is using the micro injection method. Okay, means micro injections are there, micro pipettes are there. So directly the recombinant DNA, it is injected into the nucleus of the host cell. Okay, so we use the micro pipette for this purpose. So generally this method is preferred in the animal cell, because you know very well animal cell is very small in size, right? So directly the rDNA is introduced into the nucleus. Next step, again one more vectorless technique we have, biolistics. Biolistic means using gene gun. Okay, using gene gun. So it has been developed to introduce recombinant DNA into the, mainly into the plant cells. Okay, so gene gun is used for this purpose, and in this method what is done, the microscopic particles of gold or tungsten. Okay, these means these are like the bullets. Okay, this is small particles. So these particles are coated with the desired DNA. Okay, desired DNA means that is the DNA of interest, and this is further bombarded into the, onto the cells. Okay, so this is also the way. Okay, this is biolistics. And last one method, that is use a pathogen. In the previous video also I have explained this. There is a genetic engineer, Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Okay, this is a bacteria. So this is the bacteria. Okay, this is having a TI plasmid, right? So this is also can, this bacteria also can be used as a vector. But first step we require, this bacteria should be made disarmed, means no more pathogenic. This is not pathogenic one. This will not cause any disease, but it will carry the DNA of our interest. Okay, and then you know very well Agrobacterium tumefaciens, this is having a capacity to infect on the dicot plants. Okay, so that service we take actually. So this is also means agrobacterium जो है वो हमारे desired DNA को उस जिस desired plant तक हम पहुंचाना चाहते हैं, ये वहाँ पे अटैक करके पहुंचा देगा. तो सबसे ज़्यादा agrobacterium tumefaciens का यूज़ किया जाता है. ओके, so this is so. So in this video, I have covered these things. Okay, how can means one question is how can we make cell competent to take up the recombinant DNA, and then how can we transfer recombinant DNA into the host cell, that is means the all the possible techniques. Okay, this we have studied in this video. Thank you.